Your Excellency, Dr. John Pombe Joseph Magufuli, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency Kassim Majaliwa, Prime Minister of the United Republic of Tanzania, former President of the United Republic of Tanzania present here today, Your Excellency Balozi Saif Ali Hadi, Second Vice President of the Revolutionary Government of Zanzibar, Speaker of the Parliament, Job Ndungai, distinguished guests on the high table, distinguished cabinet ministers, senior government officials, excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners, development partners, representatives of the media fraternity, a very good morning. Habari za asubuhi. I would like to start off with congratulating the government of Tanzania for launching the second phase of the Productive Social Safety Network, PSN2, here today. And I'm very honored as a representative of one of the larger funders of the first phase to take part in the launching of this second phase of this very important initiative that reaches so many Tanzanians and supports them to enhance their living standards. The overarching goal of Swedish development cooperation globally is to create opportunities for people living in poverty and under oppression to improve their living conditions. Consequently, I see a very strong alignment between this goal and the objectives set out by the government of Tanzania for this particular program, which is to reduce the incidence of extreme poverty through the scale-up and further consolidation of the social safety net system. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the PSSN program reaches those that would otherwise have been left behind and supports the fulfillment of their economic and social rights, the rights to basic health and education, among other things. It's a strong community-based approach that we see the perspectives of the poor are at the center of this intervention. So when you invest in people and in human capital, you need also to invest long-term. Therefore, the support to social protections remain an important feature of Sweden's development cooperation with Tanzania for our renewed engagement covering the period 2020 to 2024. The evaluations of the first phase of PSSN demonstrates significant results for each of the 1.1 million extreme poor households that have benefited from the program, and there is strong evidence of improved living standards, increased economic activity, enhanced opportunities to get an income, to send the children to school, and better health care, among others. And I'm particularly impressed with the focus on women and children. As the money is paid to the women in the households, it empowers them, and the conditional cash transfer is used productively for the gain of the family and of their children. And I would also, in this context, like to underline the importance of providing children with new opportunities, as is done in this program. This is essential to break the cycle where poverty is inherited from one generation to the next. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my team at the Swedish Embassy is often taking part in visits, and we have met many Tanzanians who share their first-hand stories with us. And for instance, in the Kibaha region, we had the opportunity to meet with Fatoma, a mother of 4, and she told us how the transfers make it possible for her to support her children to go to school. And she told that the first thing I will do now is to buy new school uniforms and textbooks for my children. A fairly common view here is that social assistance enhances the risk of making people dependent and passive. However, evidence taken out by UNICEF and others demonstrates that it's rather than dependency, conditional cash transfers improve people's ability to access jobs and to become more self-reliant. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the phase 2 of this program offers the possibility to bring it to the next level of performance, and it's anticipated that it will include a scale-up of activities and reach. But in order to do so, it will be required to include PSSN in a broader system of social protection and with increased funding from tax revenues. So with PSSN and the development of the pension schemes, as well as the government's objective to adopt a national social protection policy, the NSPP, important pieces of this social protection system are already in place. And the plan to develop a medium-term expenditure framework for financing of PSSN is very much welcome. On a final note, Sweden has supported PSSN, the first phase, with $78 million US. That is equivalent to 180 trillion Tanzanian shillings. And this has been on since 2016. It corresponds to about 20% of the total budget for the program. And we are currently assessing our support for the next phase. And we're looking forward to engaging in a dialogue of how we constructively could contribute to make the PSSN an integral part in the social and economic development of Tanzania, with the vision that the full responsibility eventually will lie with the government of Tanzania. And I also see here our cooperation with regards to PSSN as an important part of our joint efforts, our common vision to reach the 2030 agenda objectives, and not least the SDG 1 of ending poverty in all its forms. No one should be left behind. So with these final words, please let me thank the government of Tanzania for inviting me here today, along with my development partner colleagues, to celebrate the launch of the second phase of PSSN. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.